Greetings and welcome, my minions, to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons 3. Right, the Gehenna Stones. Let's play.
After her hasty departure, Talia now found herself a few kilometers, or miles, yards, or stone throws, depending on whatever crazy units are used where you are, away. She had managed to escape Grimly's forces, even if one or two evil creatures had to die. But hey, that comes with the job. The incredibly foresighted evil hadn't brought Talia here for nothing. The ancient Gehenna stones were nearby. Tanos once banished some demonic minions to hell and used these ancient magic relics to seal them there. Unfortunately, it was unclear how these seals could be broken.
I was there back in the day when Tanos banished the demons and sealed the stones. I can open them! But should I really do it? These unearthly beings terrorize the land and... Oh, shut up, good Talia!
So, you know how to open the seal. Excellent. Devious evil is obviously nobody's fool. It all feels like a real plan.
I just have to get through to the seals, then I can open them. But I need protection from the elemental guardians while I do so.
Okay, that should be doable. Get Talia to the seals, guard her while she opens them. First, however, it would definitely be a good idea to build a powerful dungeon in order to be prepared for any heroes stationed in the area. Hopefully no one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Yeah. Alright. Let's get things going. Right, so we have a treasury and we also now have a workshop where toolboxes are created and toolboxes are needed to create basically whatever else we need, like doors, traps, the sort of things. Some other devices that you can build in other rooms also need toolboxes, but that's something for later concern. Right now we just need to get some creatures going. And I may want to set up for the toolboxes. Right, let's expand my pool of little guys. And get as much gold from these stones as I can. Now, heroes will usually always go to the main entrance and walk straight to your dungeon heart to kill it. And there's always a path open between the entrance and your dungeon heart, which is what it has to be, because otherwise you can't get out either. That's just the way it is. Alright, so let's get the hideout, because we will need that. We'll also need the vortex, so we can actually maintain any demons we recruit, but that's not important right now. And let's create a worker mat. And that should be the basics pretty much done. I mean, we still need a gobbler farm, but we need a little bit of gold for that. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, so now it'll start producing.
There were disgustingly good places near the dungeon, which would look much better as islands of evilness instead. Especially since that evilness could be used for new technologies.
What is that unbearable place doing right in front of my dungeon? Disgusting! Creatures, advance! Destroy that thing!
In a moment.
Sure you want to do that, Talia? Shouldn't we sit down in a circle and talk about it one more time? Are you still here? Honestly, can't you see I'm busy destroying everything that is good? I don't have time for this dissociative identity order nonsense.
Stop doing the Therese and Jeanette thing.
Yeah, please stop doing that. Besides, we're not playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Now. Which is kind of an obscure reference in itself. I mean, sure, the game has got a bit of a cult status, but it's not even tangentially connected to this game since, well, no, we do get vampires in here, but that's not really relevant either way. And that's not until way later. Let's just focus on what we have now.
Your creatures have inadvertently dug into a dragon's nest.
Well, then tell them not to do that again.
There's something funny going on around here. My knee is itching where I caught that arrow. Men, check it out.
The presence of Talia and the conspicuous Evil's army had not gone undiscovered, and the first miserable heroes were already on their way to the dungeon.
Where we will, of course, welcome them appropriately. Move, you lazy dung beetles! Get ready! You always have to be so unfriendly? I mean, really, can't we just talk about this? I know this really good psychiatrist and... Don't force me to hit myself!
Yes. As our protagonist sank into one of her disputes with herself, the heroes spread across the surface.
Yeah. So we'll soon be getting a little bit of a visit. Alright, you go heal yourself.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Alright, so far so good. Now we just need to deal with these dragons over here. And then we'll be alright. And then we can think about taking out the Island of Good next door. Alright, you've rested enough. Let's get going.
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
Baby!
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
I know. Alright, so that dealt with the dragons. That should be all we hear about them for a while. Alright, they can heal up for a bit, because now they actually need some healing.
dragons have nested in the underground.
Oh, come on. Well, at least there's no den over here, so that's fine, I suppose.
A vortex could now be built. This excellent room makes it possible to create direct access to Hell by means of teleportation, or the gun from Portal, in order to hire funny, or sometimes not so funny, demons. The very curious evil soon began to build one of these vortexes.
Right. The vortex are complete for demons in a place that neither Buffy nor the Winchester brothers can ever be allowed to find. Basically, this is sort of the resting room for the demons. When a demon dies, they get resurrected on whatever altar is constructed in order to summon the demon in the first place. At the moment, that's not really all that important because I can't summon any demons.
Could be hired or resurrected after their inglorious death for a tiny fee of mana.
Mana? But I don't have any mana.
That's true. Yes, but luckily the Gehenna stones produced exactly that. What a wonderful coincidence.
Alright, enough dawdling.
From above.
Let's just get going. Let's get this first island done with so I can get some Naga and I won't have to worry so much about healing stuff.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
How did they manage to do that? Alright, we lost one of our horde. It's fine.
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Alright, come on, focus on the novices, please.
Payday.
Don't want them to turn into consultants.
Delicious evilness dribbled into the thereupon feasting evil's dungeon. This could be immediately sacrificed to the excellent idea of completing one or two new research projects.
Alright, let's get some more creatures. And the Naga. Now, overall, the new creature system sort of makes it a little bit harder to create vast armies of creatures, since you don't need all that many. Relatively speaking, of course. Alright, come on. Why is it always so difficult to do this? Fine. I will just improve this. And then hire another imp. So having another imp is grand. Alright, so now I have 2 of everything and 3 of the goblins. That's fine. The imps, we just looked them up in the almanac, are essentially just ranged professionals. Sort of like well, you go-to for archers, really. They are quite easy to get, like, relatively cheap. Unfortunately, the deadbolts that I love so much from Dungeons 2 have not made it into this version. Sadly enough. I guess they were just too good. Well, too evil to really be featured in this game. But who knows? Maybe they will make a return. I don't count on it, but you know, could happen. Also, we have also access to new stuff like the guard room. And you know, I could make this a little bit trickier. Alright, I miscalculated that. Let's see. It's that one that we need. And then this can be closed off. Alright, in the meantime, though, let's not dawdle about, because we need to start killing the Gehenna stones. And deal with these small hero groups. Let's also level up Thalia.
Bye bye, baby!
Alright, let's deal with the gunners. Before they start putting up their turrets. Right, now there's a Gehenna stone over here, but let's actually kill this encampment. Buy ourselves a little bit of time. Alright, and while that is going on, let's actually set up a bit of a defensive perimeter over here. Alright, let's get that out of the way, and this is a book of damage bonus. You know what? You can do an extra damage.
Payday.
Everything good must die.
Let's clear the Gehenna stones. Oh, it's already clear.
Gehenna stone is very close. Soon I will destroy it. Tanos will be beside himself.
Alright, let's also get the Tinkerer's Cave.
Take a look at this. There's something strange going on here.
A local patrol unhappily stumbled into the area of the Gehenna stones. They wouldn't leave without a fight. Just the way I like it.
Just the way I like it.
Wait a moment, I just said that. Are you trying to steal my lucrative narrator contract? Back off! I know where your car is. The homicidal evil had researched the Tinkerer's Cave. This perfidious room was used by the even more perfidious creatures of the Horde to build deadly traps and sturdy doors out of boring old toolboxes. The adventurous evil was keen to try this out right away.
Yes, very much so. Now this serpentine path will make sure that I make the heroes take as long as possible to get to me. Of course, it doesn't really help my minions either, but I can deal with that.
Oh, hey!
And that'll have to do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.